Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about a little bit the military serving system in Taiwan. So, as you know, Taiwan is a country with a draft military service system combined with voluntary military service. So there are two different kinds. So the military is basically combined with two different kind of system. One is a draft soldier, which is like most of the healthy men after you grow up, after you're 18 and you didn't continue education, then you will receive a mail from the government. Then you have to go to a certain hospital to do a health check. And if you end up with that, you don't have any disability, then you have to go to serve in the military, or you didn't have any like big matters or big surgeons in your previous previous history, then you have to serve as a draft system military. And another type is, of course, most of the country now has this system. Is called voluntary volunteer serving in the military. Of course, they consider this as one of their like life career. At least for 4 years. I know if you decide to pursue your career as a volunteer soldier, then you have to like professional soldier, then you have to sign a contract with the government at least 4 years. If you decide to retire from the military earlier than 4 years, then you have to pay some kind of punishment. And the mandatory soldier or mandatory for the males in Taiwan, of course, you have to go. It's forced by law, so you have no choice but go to serve your country for a year. Of course, you can deduct the period if you have ever took some military training when you were in your college or when you were in high school. Then you are allowed to deduct maximum a month. Then your service period will become like 11 months, something like that. But anyway, I would like to share a little bit about my experience when I was serving in the army. So I was almost the oldest, second class private in my squad at that time, because I served in the military after I finished my master's degree, and at that time I was almost 25. So probably the sergeant in our squad or platoon or the lieutenant in our platoon, they were all younger than me because they were just fresh grads, maybe from the military school. And military school depends on if you are a surgeon or if you finish that 2 years school. I don't know how exactly it goes, but if you're like 2 years military school and you graduate, you will be assigned as a second surgeon. And if you went to a military school, it's kind of like a university. Then you will get a bachelor degree and you will be assigned as a lieutenant at the beginning. So this is this is most basic, like your rank after you came out after a fresh grade from military school. Of course, people like us, we are just normal people. And in Taiwan, according to our military law, you are allowed to postpone your military if you are still in school. So like me, I study bachelor degree and continue with my master degree. So at that time, I postponed twice. First time it was in my college, and the second time it was in my master degree. So I served in military at the age when I was 25, which was 5 years ago, not so far away from now. So it could be still have some value for you for your reference. So after I finished my master degree, I spent like two semesters in both Hong Kong and Chongqing. It's a it's a city with 30 million population. It's a really big city, even bigger than the population of Taiwan in mainland China. And after I finished my exchange school journey, I came back to Taiwan and I got my master degree. And then I just wait until I received a notification from the government, and on that paper they will exactly told you when you should go to the train station, and then there will be like shuttle bus or a train just take you away to the boot camp. Oh yeah, but before this, there will be a kind of lottery in. There will be a kind of lottery to decide your branch when you first graduate from your bachelor degree. So there are like four different types of branch when you were doing this lottery. They will ask you to go to a city council, and there will be like I don't know, hundreds of young bachelor graduate or high school graduate go to this big city council area, and they will put a lottery box in front of the stage, and when they call your name, you just go to this lottery box and randomly pick up one. Is that a ball or like a piece of paper? I cannot recall, but then you have to do like this. I have direct translate to English is that I have this ticket on my hand, and it's correct. I have no adopt. This is I have no adopt or judge on this piece of paper or on this ticket. I got then they will you just give this ticket or lottery ball to administrator, just sit next to you, and he will tell you which branch will you be assigned when you were serving in the military. But for me personally, I was assigned to the army like most of the people. But some of my classmates in college, they were being assigned to Navy or Marine. It was pretty cool, because if you serve in the Navy or Marine, you will have the opportunity to go to serve in the battleship, which is pretty cool. But like 90% of the rookie, they will be assigned to the army, because this is I think this is not a very high technical how do you call this? It's not the very high technical stuff. You can serve in a short. You can be trained in a short period of time. But if you've been assigned to do, let's say, Air Force, then it takes probably like 5 to 6 years or even more to make you to become a fighter pilot, right? So anyway, I was being assigned to go to the army, and that was when I was 22. So I have to do some administration process to tell the government that I want to postpone my military service because of my master degree. So I postponed for like 3 years until I was 25, and then yeah, and then after I finished my master degree, and I decided not to continue with my with PhD degree, then I went back home and waiting for this I don't know paper for this mail from the government. It takes me like I don't know 3 months. It was really like one of the periods in my life I didn't have anything to do. I just played video games for 3 months and living at my parents' home. So it was a nice old time that 3 months. But yeah, after that you just go to a location they assign to you in this mail. It's usually in a train station, or at least something very obviously you can find in a city, like transportation spot. And then after that, yeah, I think it was back to 2018. Just came back from Hong Kong and doing nothing for 3 months. Yeah, and after that you see all of the all of your parents or like your girlfriends or your boyfriends crying, and because it was 1 year military service, so it was quite long period of time, and you have very few times you can be connect with outside world, especially in the boot camp. So after that, you say goodbye to your parents or your girlfriends, your boyfriends, then they will there was a shuttle bus, and then all of the boys, they are silence. They were all silence. The first time we had so many boys, we didn't even know each other, and we had to live 24/7 together for next 2 months. Don't you think this is insane? And but it's even though it was very tough, but it's still a very unforgettable memory in my life. So yeah, so I was being assigned to the boot camp to do the all of the basic training to make sure you are qualified for a rifleman after you finish the boot camp. And I think one of the most unforgettable thing is that the first day when we arrived at the campus, the sergeant was yelling at us and say, no, boys, you got only like 30 seconds to finish all of your shower. And he started to count down from like 30, 20, 29, 28 until like 1 second, and all of the people has to finish their showers. So there's no quality can tell. I was, it was kind of funny. At the first day, I took a shower with a guy, with a very fat guy, and we went to a shower room just like in a public swimming pool, and there will be an area and probably full with I don't know 30 shower rooms, and like 100 people had to finish their shower within like 30 seconds or 1 minute. So everybody, they got maximum like 10 or 20 seconds to finish their shower on first day. But it was not that restrict after you finish your boot camp. At the beginning, I think the main purpose for this rush schedule is because they want to train you how to behave like a soldier. Like you have to do everything on schedule and on time. So that was like one of the most important thing to be as a soldier. Like if you got the order from your commander, then you have to you have to execute that order, and no matter how tough it is, you have to you have to execute this task on time and on yeah, no matter how you did it, you just have to do that on time, and that's the whole purpose on the boot camp, how they are gonna train you. So there was no personal space and no personal yeah, you got the caveat for you to put your own personal belongings, but you're not allowed to bring a lot of stuff. Like you're not allowed to bring your own mobile phone. They will lock your mobile phone in a cabinet, and probably you can use like twice or 3 times a week. When you were first in a boot camp, that was pretty tough. And what did we do in the boot camp actually? Let me memorize a little bit. I think it was mainly about how to be a qualified rifleman. So they when I was there, when I was in my boot camp, I had like assembly and disassembly my weapon. It was T91 rifle gun. I think it was a copy from probably M16 machine. No, it's not a machine gun. It's a rifle gun. It's kind of like a copy paste of M16. Is that a machine gun or rifle gun? I cannot recall, but it's very similar to M16. It's our like Taiwanese own manufacturer produced these weapons, but it was copy paste from American weapons. Like most of the Taiwanese weapons, we were purchased from USA, because there are very few countries in the world dare to sell us weapons except United States. Like back to 70s or 90s, there were still some European countries selling us weapons. Like France, we used to buy. I think we used to purchase submarine from Netherlands, and we used to purchase. What is that? We used to purchase like fighters from France, but after like 90s, because China it's getting stronger and stronger in the past 2 decades. So if these European countries, they dare to selling us weapons, and they will be I think it will be judged, or they will be some kind of threatened by Chinese government. Yeah, so that's kind of sad, but at least we still have like most of weapons from United States or cooperate with American company. So back to the story. I learned how to use rifle gun, and I learned how to shoot. Actually, we shoot quite many times. I think we shoot at least three times a week, and each time it was like 12 shots. So at the end of the boot camp, we at least shoot how many shots is that? Was it like over 100 shots at the end of the boot camp? So it was it was really tough at that time. If you ask me if I would like to serve in the military again, I would definitely say no. But if you ask me, was that a nice experience, I would definitely say yes, because you had a you still had this kind of time in your life you don't have to worry about anything, and you just you just do your orders from your sergeant. That's it, and it was very easy. You don't have to use your brain in the military. So after the boot camp, I was being assigned to a tiny small island. It's called Mazu. So there are like 4 or 5 different small islands combined together, become a county called Mazu, and I was serving as a soldier, like I don't know how to call this, but it's probably like second level soldier in English. I don't know, but yeah, but I was like the lowest level in the military. I was a soldier for the next few months, and I finished my military training. Like the boot camp was the most unforgettable experience. It's definitely the most unforgettable. But when I was serving in that tiny small island, the island was only 2 kilometers. Yeah, it was only 2 kilometers away from mainland China coastline, like southeast part of China, and there were some like Chinese trying to illegally immigrate to Taiwan. The east way, it's swing across these 2 kilometers in the ocean or in the sea, and you cross this area, then you came to the territory of Taiwan. We actually once caught illegal immigrant. I think they are trying. They were probably drug dealers. They are trying to deal in some kind of illegal deals with people from Taiwan, and I don't know why, but at that time I was on my duty, and I was on my duty, so we hand out our rifle gun, and all with the helmet, and we have a water bottle, we have a grenade with us, and we have also armor with us. There was a belt, we can hook up everything, and also we have our knife with us, and you just walk around the tiny small island to find if there are anything anything urgent, and you report to your commander or your sergeant. And then one time, I think it was probably like in the evening, quite late, we saw some kind of movement in the grass. So like my comrade and we just went to search in this area of grass, and we really caught one illegal drug dealer from mainland China, and I didn't know what was that happened, because after we caught this guy, we hand over this illegal drug dealer to our there was a police unit, and also Department of I think it was Department of Foreign Affairs on that small island. Yeah. Anyway, it was not the military unit to deal this kind of stuff. It was mainly it's not military action, right? It's something regarding to immigrate, and police unit supposed to dealing with that. So we hand over this guy to police, or I don't know what was the unit. I cannot recall, but I heard some rumor told us that this guy has been deported back to China, and then I don't know what's the following story, but I think that was the only really urgent and really unforgettable experience I have ever had when I was surfing on that tiny small island. Otherwise, most of the times you just doing nothing on that small island. You just monitoring if there are any illegal. Most of them are like fisher ships to like illegal fishermen or fisher ships come to our area near. I think it was like you cannot be too close to that tiny small island. And if that really happens, then we have to report to the Navy unit, and it was their duty to do the foreign actions. So they were, but at the time it was very tough because we are only allowed to go back to Taiwan, like every 3 months. So I only went back like 2 to 3 months, and I was finished my military service. There were a lot of ghost story in this small island because they were only like soldiers and several grocery stores on this island. It's like military isolate area, so only people who was serving in the military and being assigned to this island are allowed to go to there. Otherwise, rest of the people, they don't have a chance to see how was the life and how's going on a small island. So I think it was a very unique experience in my life, and I don't think I will never ever go back to that small island again. So yeah, that's a little bit story about my military serving, and I hope you guys like this story. All right, I will talk with you next time. Take care. Bye.